Thank you. First, let me say good evening. That's a week. Good evening. Good evening. Try one more time. Good evening. Good evening. There you are. This is a celebration. And when you have a celebration, you have joy. So the next person that says good evening, you got to sound out. So the last person that said good evening, I was sitting over there and I said, am I here? But I also want to give honor to God, because without God we would not be here. But I also have to say thank you to One Iowa for your support. But I also have to, and I would be remiss not to say thank you to a gentleman that's here today, because without him, I would not have been elected to office. Because during that time that I was running for office in 2007, I was asked to withdraw from the race. And I called this gentleman and I said, Pat Murphy. And I said, they asked me to withdraw. And Pat said, no, you won't. And we went to a meeting, and in that meeting he sent staff, and he made sure that I had the support and the backing that I could run for office, even with all the turmoil that was going on. So I would love for you to give Pat Murphy, who had also became Speaker of the House and helped lead this charge for equality, and who is now running for Congress, a round of applause. They did not tell me how long I had, so I'll take a couple minutes. Okay, I'll take a minute. All right, my 2 minutes? Okay, in a couple years. No, all I want to say is that this is an honor to be here. But this award also goes to all my colleagues in the House that fought to make sure that legislation was passed for equality. A lot of individuals, especially my Muslim brothers and sisters, have criticized me, as my Christian brothers and sisters have. And my other brothers and sisters have always criticized me and said, why? You know, because you have to understand that just a few blocks from here, I was in a house. It was called the Black Panther Party Home. And I was blowing up in that house. There were 6 of us there because we were fighting for equality. The building that we're in now, we fed 300 children every morning when I was 16 and a half years old to make sure that children were able to eat, because the school did not have a school program, a breakfast program at that time. It just shows that that was in 1969. So I'm a couple years older. And I just wanted to say that we were fighting then, and we're fighting now, and the fight has to continue. We cannot step back. We cannot step back and rest on our laurels like the fight is over. Because the other side of the coin is, after this fight, then we also have others that are being oppressed. We have others that don't have their rights. And if anyone in this world is being oppressed and rights are taken away, that means our struggle is never done until that is dealt with. So today is you, tomorrow someone else. And believe me, at one point it was me. And I say to you, we have to do it together. We have to stand up and join hands. Not just at a banquet, not just for the media, but we have to do it for the generations that are coming up. That's what it's about. Because let me tell you something. When I say to you, peace and love, I mean that from my heart. But to get peace, we have to struggle, we have to sacrifice, and we have to do what's right. And I say to my colleagues in the House, it's not about being reelected. It's not about being just politically correct. It's about doing what is right and standing against wrong. Because we have to stand for what matters. I will not be able to stay with you the total evening. I wish I could. But I've had 7 events today, and I have one more to do tonight And I'm supposed to be, I promised that I would be there to lead them in. The Gateway Dance Theater is celebrating their 40th anniversary, and I'm one of the honorary people. In closing, as I always tell people, and even in my writing, to make sure tonight that you hug your child or your children at the same time saying, I love you. Because that's what's important today, is that we function for that generation that is coming up, and we don't play games, and we hold some real conversations. Because our real conversations, then we only have cosmetic change instead of systemic change. And it's time that I will now have systemic change. God bless you.